Hey, good evening, LinkedIn. We'll be right back after this message. Hey, good evening, LinkedIn. Dave Wilson, Results Staffing and Social Media. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about social media. It's been a while, and I want to talk to you about how to place your ads and what you should be doing versus what's happening that I see. I always like to share some of the stuff that I learn, and I've talked about it before, but you really need to, if you have a staffing company now, really have an expert do that, like in your marketing department that understands what to do. All right, under ads manager. And what I mean by that is the ads that you're making right now that are going to the job boards, right, that you're sharing, they're on there. Hey, Steve, how you doing? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, my friend? The ads that you're making right now aren't really getting much organic reach. I'm telling you, you can post what you want. Even on my site, I see it. I look at the insights every day. They're down. They're very low organic reach. You're lucky sometimes 15 people, if that. And the mistake people are doing is when you go to boost your ads, right? If you know what you're doing, all right, you have your demographics, right? Everybody knows what demographics are, what area you're targeting. Your interest, right? You're typing in there, you're putting it in. The type of cell phones you want to utilize people, you want to make sure you click the cell phones, mobile cell phones versus the laptops and computer tops, right? Check all that stuff. Everybody says from that moment, oh, I do all that, but we still don't get it. You have to do the work. It doesn't stop just right there with that ad and, oh, I put the interest in, I'm done. It doesn't. You have to monitor the insights. When I say that is every 2 hours, right? I'm on my campaigns and I'm seeing how they're running with a phone app. Every 2 to 3 hours, I'm looking at it. All right. I'm seeing on the graphs where it's hitting, where it's going. All right. That's the most important thing that you want to do. You want to focus there of where you're getting the results, because the only way you're going to see a lot of results right now is when you share it to job page. If you take a job ad and you share it to 20 pages, you're going to get people. You got to join all those groups, share it. Share the hell out of it, and you're going to get good results from that. Seriously, but put a little more effort in those ads. By what I mean by that is they're just to the wording of the job posting itself. Get away from that for logistics. Hey, come on down, $15 an hour. Start tomorrow. No background check, no drug screen. Boom. No, come on. Think about their people. They are people looking for work. So really, really show them how to put in the ad what your message is. Like I talked to you before, the angels down here that some home angel service for St. Luke's, and they have all the job well written. I mean, all your perks and benefits. They don't put the job, the amount of money and hourly rate, because I get that. I feel bad for them because they are showing you what's great about the company. Did you know what I said? Great about the company. That's you. You are the company. So you want that candidate like Steve. I want Steve to come work for me. Steve wants me to go work for him. And Steve works for Elwood. We're both in staffing. He's out in Utah. That's not his fault. But I'm in Pennsylvania, but he's got the same concepts. We look for people that want to work for us. Peak seasons right now. Listen, You can find candidates right now during peak. They're there, but you got to put the hard work in. And this is where it comes back to putting in ads. So when you do your ad, right, put a great image in there. Get yourself a great image. Go under Google, and legal images. You can do that or something else. Really good small pixel will be really good colors. And then when you boost it, one of the most important things is don't put because I made this mistake, Steve. This was a good one here. So if you're putting, I'm looking for a job in Easton, right? I would always put Easton, PA. Then I put Allentown, PA, Bethlehem, Brenningsville, Reading under when I boosted it, because that's where I wanted. I was like, oh, let me get it over to Allentown because they'll come to work for Easton. Let me go get it over here. That's great. But only do it once, a radius of Easton, 15 miles away from it, because that's going to give you about 20, 25. Once, not 3 cities, just the one city, because don't let that circle rings. There's 3 rings that'll come up. You don't want them to mix, because the ad's going to be going out to different areas and it gets all confused, just like me. That's the way it is. But think about it. One ad, one radius versus one ad, 3 circles, and it getting mixed up all in between there. And also you want to put for logistic jobs, basically put message. If you utilize Learn More, which, your website, if you want them to go to your website, that's great. All right. But you're going to pay more. It's going to cost. Right now, let me tell you, I haven't run any ads recently because of the costs. Listen, if I'm telling you the cost is high, I'm telling you because I really am passionate about social media. And right now, it's horrible. You will spend some money. If you don't know what you're doing, that's what I don't. I froze mine right now. I mean, there's no sense this next week or so. It's hard. You're going to pay. If you have the money for the revenue for marketing, do it. But be very specific. So one of the best things that you want to try to do is we talk all the time about videos. So there's a thing called ThroughPlay, and I've talked about this numerous times. ThroughPlay, when you boost it, is nice because it's like 15 seconds, I think what it is that you only have to pay for. So think about that. So I'm setting up an ad right now. Hey, it's Dave Wilson, Results Staffing. I have these jobs over in Brenningsville, Pennsylvania, forklift driver, $16 an hour. Hey, come on down. Boom. That's it. Right? So when you put $10 down and you boost it, the ThroughPlay gets you through an engagement to where people are actually going to see the video. And the ones that click on it are the ones that you're going to pay for. So think about that. You don't want that ad going out on a generic page that you're just boosting it. You need to do it in Ads Manager. And I'm going to slow this down a little bit. When you post an ad on social media and you say boost it, you don't want to do it right from there. It works, but not as efficient. So what you need to do is let that ad there. Let everybody like it, because if Steve is in Utah and I'm here and he likes my ad right here on my page, I got to pay for that. There's no sense for me to pay for when people like it. So by doing it on Ads Manager, when you put that on there, right, it's going to be just for those people that watch it for that amount of time. And it's not on your page. You're not going to see it on your social media page. You won't see that video of me. Because say if I'm looking for forklift drivers and I want to take them away from a company in Easton, right? So there's a company here that I know that I could take people from. I always do. I just take them from there in Easton. When I need people, I know right where to go. I'll go to that company, pull them out, because I'll get my message out to them about somewhere else hiring that I need to move them there. It's just the name of the game, because I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win because that's what results. That's why I call this results social media, is because I need to show results. And by doing that, I do what it takes. If I need to take candidates from A to move them over to B, or take them from here, Amazon, Walmart's, all those guys, right? There's 1,000 of them, but they're good companies. I take them from there and move them over here. It's about getting your message. And with ThroughPlays, you can really, really, I wish I had on the phone here. Well, I do. And I'm going to show you this because I don't want you to think I'm compare. Here we go. So I'm going to explain this a little bit later through, trust me, performance. So concentrate on that ThroughPlays. Try it. All right. Live videos, always do your live videos. There's not enough people doing them. I'm telling you. On these job boards, go on the job board, like in Bethlehem, right? For right now, go on, as if you're a recruiter that's constantly posting on her the same thing over and over. Go on there and do a live video on that page as a recruiter. Watch what happens. I'm telling you. Do it. Hey, right there, go live. You're going to get results. You're going to have people, wow, that's different. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, who's this? Wow. It's not that same ad that you see. You get tired of them over and over. The same thing. Say something positive and have that employee want to work for you. Have a nice, engaging photo. And then if you are commenting, if you're putting your email address, a YouTube link, any kind of link, do not put them in your ad. Do not put them in the comments. Put them down below, because if you put your email, and it's like anything, they have to leave that platform. If you have your candidates or whatever, your base is right here. And think about it. Why would you want to put somebody else's ad in here? Put it on the outside of it. Let them go there, if that makes any sense to you there. So look at that. Also, your insights. I've told everybody before, insights are your age. Now, we can't be age discrimination. That's what's great about it. Facebook finally went away with that. It's 18 to 65 plus. Simple. That was the best way to do it. But I use the insights as a way to see how my ad's performing. Because when I go on here, right, and I look at ages 18 to 24, 35 to 44, 45 to 54, and 55 to 64, and 65 plus. How's that? I got them all. So when I go on there, I can tell, like right here, if I find it again, so you can tell them how good I am right here. Okay. So I'm going to look here of my age to see. I'm going to show you here. If I get it, age. Okay. So there's the ages, right? I know it's hard to see, but it gives you that breakdown of how many people. So the reason I use this is because it tells me where my target audience is. Because you have to look at it, and say, okay, like right here, 4 people that were 25 to 34, 1, 3. My highest was 55 to 64. Why? Maybe there are a lot more people were laid off in that. It's all over the place. So check out your age and build around that audience, what you're seeking, who you're looking for. Check on the reactions. If you have Hootsuite, it's a great software system, or go on your insights every day. I go on every day and every night because I want to see what you're doing. So what I mean by that is check out your reactions, comments, and post shares. Pull them up on a graph, right? And be like, what did I do there? What did I do August 31st? What did I do this date? Why is this so many shares and all that, right? Utilize that for your next one. But what a lot of people don't do is follow other people's pages. Like, for example, Steve's Elwood. I could put Elwood Allentown. I could put Staffmark. I could put, ERG. I could put all these companies, people shares, people ready. And I can tell what their top ad for the week is. All right. And also I can tell how many job postings they've posted. Like if you see mine, there's 21 postings, 314 engagements compared to another staffing company that is corporate wide and they have 5 postings and 25. So if you're a recruiter or you're a branch manager and you want to look at that, and you'd be like, hey, everybody doing their social media? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. 5. So that's what you want to look at. That's why, because that's giving you insights of whether your staff is putting good content out there also. And then you want to check, like, why are they getting so many candidates, or what's so great about their ad? You click on it, it shows you their best for the whole entire week. Where else can you get that information from? I can tell what every staffing company's post and what the most popular one is for the week, because then what I do is I'll copy it. Something general like that. You want to do something general. You'll take that ad, say, like, because sports are really great, like football, right? And I've told people before, run your ads during all your half times and all that, but we'll get that another time. But think about it. What what do you represent? What are you about as a company? Like, what do you like? Is there something like Kelly Service does a lot for women empowerment? And I will say that about Kelly. They do. They really put about women culture, about everything, about their jobs, history. So I see that. But how would I know that if I don't see it? That's what I can do the research. Elwood is really good with sports. Listen, they do like a lot of things with sports related. Perfect. What are you? You know, what does your company represent? Are you just bodies? Or are you just, bodies, candidates, anybody? Do you care? Put something into it and you're going to see a difference. Times and days, everybody knows that. You go on your insights, you can see where your audience is. Mine, it seems to be 6 a.m. to like 5 p.m., like about now. And then around 9 o'clock, they start to fall off. Another great thing is this one is good, is you want to check your messages. If you're not at a 60% and above, like I'm at a 58%, that means I've slacked off the last 2 or 3 days. I got to go back and make sure I answer them. Because if you don't answer them and it drops below 60%, it's going to cost you more. Think about it. I've seen some of the companies and I can see what they're doing. If they're at 15%, nice, good for me. Because that means it'll show you, it'll break it down 3 to 4 days. You'll be able to say, wow, 3 days. Well, I don't answer a message for 3 days. No wonder why they're not pushing it out. You're going to pay more. Makes sense? Why would any company, if you own a company, man, if I see Dave Wilson, results staff, man, pumping them out of their answers messages, give him his organic reach, give him his really good ROI on investment there. But if I see Joe Schmo over here just saying, well, 18% nothing, let's charge him more. Make sense? So really look at that. And also there's a place for your insights for positive and negative. I know a lot of people will say, well, it's always putting negative. It's always putting positive or negative. Not always. Like I went back on mine. There was 2. I noticed there was 2 negative. And I'm like, why did that spike? So it could have been about an ad. It could have been about somebody just put on there, something. If anybody puts a review or gets mad because you didn't return their call. But you know what? Don't worry about it. Just respond to it. Respond, and you're going to see that really, really change. That helps. One more thing, and then I'll let everybody go here. Create your audience. We'll talk about that next time. The pixels on your website. I just noticed mine was not active, and I've lost a good probably 2-3 months, to be honest with you, worth of information because I can't retarget the people that have gone onto my website. And we'll talk about that again later, but pixels on your website. Make sure they're updated. Go to WordPress or whoever handles your websites and ask marketing. This would be a great thing for you in marketing. If you were a branch manager or anybody, just call up marketing and say, hey, is our pixel on our website for social media? That's it. See if they know what it is. Because if they did, I would love to have a corporate's database of social media. Because wow, you can go back for every single time somebody's even clicked on that and build your audience from there. And that's where you're going to get a lot of your candidates because they're friends of friends of friends of friends. So on that note, everybody, I got to get going. I got to go pick up ink. I ran out of ink on the printer, Steve. So go figure that. And I can't wait 2 days. So I will talk to everybody soon. Dave Wilson, Results Staffing, social media. Have a great night.